Welcome to another edition of RooLive, or in this case, Roo pre-recorded, thanks to the wonders of COVID-19. I am joined by the magnificent Dr. Stephanie Kennedy, and we are going to be taking you on a journey through relief veterinary work. Dr. Kennedy is one of our most highly sought after veterinarians here in the Houston region, and she is going to tell you why being a relief veterinarian is a great option for you, and also talk to you a little bit more about relief work with Roo. So to start, after my glowing praise, Dr. Kennedy, introduce yourself. Tell us why you became a veterinarian, what you enjoy most about being a veterinarian. Tell us everything.
Sure. Thanks for the intro, Lisa. Okay, so as you said, my name is Stephanie Kennedy. I graduated St. George's University in Grenada in 2008. I feel like I've done a lot. I've done corporate practice, I've done private practice, I've done a number of years in relief work. Here recently, within the past year, I signed up for Roo, which was newer out, and it's really been one of those things that I can't believe I didn't think of it myself, honestly.
We're all having that coulda, woulda, shoulda moment, right?
Yeah, the platform's really easy to use. It's one of those things that, you know, I've worked with other companies in the past, and Roo's different in the sense that it's all up to you. It's all online. It's very easy to use.
So what is it about being a relief vet and the thing that appeals to you about being a relief vet that works so well with being on Roo? Is it the options, the variety that you get to see? Is it having more you time? What appeals to you about it?
It's all of that, honestly. So it makes life so much easier. I can actually schedule work around my life instead of my life around my work, which is amazing. And it just changes veterinary medicine overall. I'm a proponent of relief work, as you could probably tell, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy my work more so now than I have in the past, to be honest. I can schedule family functions. I can schedule kids functions. I can take time off work without the guilt that we all feel as veterinarians, and that's okay. You can schedule as much as you want or as little as you want. So all you do is you go online and you pick your day and you pick your clinic. And I think the thing that sets them apart from everyone else is that it's transparent. That's my favorite part. It's transparent. So what I mean by that is that when you go to their website and you look, it'll tell you everything that you ever wanted to know about that clinic. It'll tell you how many pets you're wanting to see that day. Are they expecting you to do surgery? How many techs will you have? Will you be working with other doctors? There's so much more that you can find out, but those are kind of the top ones.
Big thing.
So you're not walking in to a clinic completely unknown like I have in the past. And I think that's the thing that sets them apart from everyone else.
That's good to hear. And for people who haven't used the platform before, the hospitals have the same kind of transparency and access about our vet users and our tech users. So if you go online and you request a shift from, XYZ hospital, they get an alert and they can look at your profile and they can say, ooh, Dr. Kennedy, she has a 5.555 rating out of a possible 5. And these are all the fabulous comments. And this is her background and her experience. And that way everyone knows exactly what they're getting into before you even set foot in the clinic. Because I know we've heard a lot of feedback from people like you who are early adopters and newer folks saying, there's a lot of anxiety about showing up to a place you've never been before. And that's something we hear also from a lot of new graduates. We've spoken to those soon to be veterinarians at career fairs. And one of the things they've said is they're really nervous about getting a little bit more private practice under their belt before they do relief vet work. But we try and tell them maybe it can be the other way around. Do you see relief work as something that new graduates can do right off the bat rather than having to be in a private practice for a while?
Well, I completely understand that anxiety. I honestly, when I, first got out of school, I never thought I would do relief work because I'm the type of person that I like things scheduled and I like things, where I know that where they are and I know what to do and I know what to expect. So I completely understand that. And again, the thing with Roo is that you can pick the clinics that if you are comfortable doing surgery, you can pick those clinics. If you're not, you can pick the clinics that don't expect you to do surgery. You can look for the clinics that have multiple doctors that day. You can look for clinics that have very experienced techs, or look at their ratings and see what other doctors have said about their support staff, because we all know that they're very important. So I think for a new grad coming in, it would be a very user-friendly thing to try, and they could try it once or twice, and if they love it and they think it's for them, there's plenty of shifts to fill.
Right.
But the information's there for them to make the educated decision that they need to make.
For sure. And another thing you said, you can try it once or twice. We have people on the platform who use it once or twice a month, all the way up to our core vets, such as yourself, who work 16, 20 shifts a month. So you can use it however it fits into your life. So what we would classify you as is a full-time relief veterinarian. I think a lot of people think of relief as one-offs, two-offs. If I have an extra day, I need to pick up some work, but it is possible to make a career out of just being a relief veterinarian. Is that something that you enjoy? Is that something you would recommend for other people?
I enjoy it immensely. I will be honest. I've, people have approached me with full-time, jobs at clinics and things like that. And I've here recently, for myself and my own personal reasons, we all have them, have chosen to do relief full-time. And honestly, I really enjoy it. It's less stress, to be honest. So it's very easy, and we all know how it goes as doctors, we get into a clinic and we're expected to work the long hours and see the many patients and then do the callbacks and then do the, be on call at night to answer questions from techs or clients, or, and the list goes on and on and on. And that's fine. That definitely has its place. But for some people like myself who have done that for a number of years, it's a nice, I guess, different something to try. I like it. It's less stressful. You don't, at the end of the day, you're done. You go to work and you do the best that you possibly can. And you do right by the pet and do right by the clinic and do everything that you would normally do in your typical day. But at the end of the day, you're done, right? Yeah. So I don't have clinics calling me, they're more than welcome to, but that's not really something that we do as relief veterinarians. And I think the clinics, they understand that. But at the end of the day, most of the time you're done. And I think that's what takes the stress out of veterinary medicine. And it's actually allowed me to, appreciate veterinary medicine more, and be able to focus directly on the patient and directly on the medicine itself, and not have to worry about all the other things that come with working full-time at a veterinarian clinic.
Right, or even owning your own clinic.
Or owning your own clinic.
Managing
absolutely.
We take
that's a whole nother level.
It's a whole other level of scary stress.
Whole other level.
Right. And I know a lot of the concern that people have about relief work is the financial aspect of it. You make of it what you will. If you're a full-time relief vet, we will tell you, you can make more, even as a newer little baby vet, than you would be able to as an associate veterinarian. But all that aside, you're now left to do your own taxes. You have to track your finances a little bit more. Have you found that to be a deterrent, or is it something that you've been able to make work for you?
I've been able to make it work for me personally. It is something that you definitely have to take into account, and don't take it lightly. I mean, there's benefits to both worlds. We all know that. So You know, being essentially we're contract labor, right? Or we do 1099s and we're in charge of our own taxes and benefits and, you know, our own healthcare and things like that. So it's definitely something to take into consideration, but financially, you know, for me, and I know it's different, you know, across the US, but for me, it was worth it, definitely worth it. You can make a very good living if you're willing to put the time and effort to do things yourself that you usually would get from being an associate veterinarian.
Right. And one thing that I want to make sure folks know is if somebody is a core vet, which by the way, you still never have to sign, you know, a contract guaranteeing you're going to work a certain amount unless you'd like to work out that relationship with us. But anybody who works between 16 and 20 shifts a month with Roo gets a $500 bonus that month. So while maybe, you know, you would have that built into your salary by getting certain benefits, we're just handing you the cash. And that means you can pay off your vet school loans. You can pay for your insurance if you don't have a spouse or somebody else whose insurance you're on. You can put it towards CE, right? Like you guys have to get CE and that's money. So we're trying to mitigate that a little bit as well. I don't want to keep you too much longer. I want to ask one last question. And this is like your commencement speech. So if you were sitting down with somebody who wasn't me and having a conversation with them and trying to convince them why working relief with Roo or without Roo, just relief in general, is a great thing to try. What's your like elevator pitch for it?
I would say if you're on the fence about doing any sort of relief work, just give it a try. I will tell you from experience, Roo is the easiest to use if you want to just dabble in relief work. But try it once or twice. You know, pop on, choose a day, you'll get paid for it. That'll be great and that's the other thing I meant to mention.
I almost
Roo pays you within 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
So that's unheard of.
Direct deposit. It's the best.
But just try it. You never know until you try, right? And so just give it a try. You might find that you absolutely love it. You might have thought the same thing that I thought a long time ago, that I would never be a good candidate for it, that I'm too structured, that I'm too anal retentive about things like this. But I tried it. You know, I left a job and I was in transition, and that's really when I started doing relief work. It wasn't planned. And I didn't have any other option, and I was forced to do it. And lo and behold, it just opened up this whole other world for me that I absolutely love. So I would just say, if you're on the fence about it and considering doing it, or even just want to pick up a shift here or there to make extra cash, just try it. It's easy, and there's really no negative downside to it at all.
Risk-free.
Risk-free.
And free. That's the other thing. So one of the things that we want to make sure that potential users know is Roo very much values your personal freedom. We value your ability to have control over your life. So we don't make you sign up beyond your actual registration. You don't have to sign a contract. You don't have to sign a non-compete with us. We obviously try and make our product the best that it can be, so you choose to use us. But if you have better luck with another group or you have personal contacts, we're not going to stop you from using that. And there's no monthly fee to belong to us. If you use us, great. If not, if it's like 3 months between shifts, your account stays active. So there's really no risk. Like you said, if you're on the fence, try it. If it goes great, stick with it. If not, we're not going to send you evil messages telling you, how dare you abandon us in our time of need. We're just not about that life. So you said it better than I possibly could have. Thank you so much, Dr. Kennedy, for your wisdom and also for being such an incredible asset for Roo. For those of you who have watched and enjoyed this video, visit our website. It's www.roo.vet. And like she said, everything is online. You have complete control. We'll send you some happy emails with a quote of the day here and there, but otherwise we let you do your thing. And of course, if you ever have any questions, you can call us, you can email us, you can chat us on our website. We are there for you. And you will always get a person. You will talk to one of us because we care. We love our veterinarians, and hopefully Dr. Kennedy can attest to the fact that we're going to bend over backwards to make sure our vets and our techs and our hospital administrators are happy. So thank you again. Come back and join us anytime. We love having you. Thank you. Take care, y'all. Be safe.